Top of the evening, guys. It is the I Am Irvin Malachi-RESEAN show, and we are brought to you none other than Eva Mirror Express Homes. I want to start this one off, guys. I have an absolutely phenomenal one for you guys, but first and foremost, I have to do the housekeeping. Please like, comment, and subscribe as you guys are coming in this evening. How are you guys doing? You guys having a fantastic evening? Today has been my best day of my life. Guys, we did it. We did a thing today. We have arisen this morning, and we brushed off all the flakes of dormancy that the world would rather us be, and we have took it upon ourselves to take up the righteous stance of being able to solve another property owner's challenge on our mind. And we fixated our thought processes, and we said, well, we're going to write down our dreams so that we can create them into a reality and distribute out to the world the productivity of the ability to solve challenges naturally. It's like a secondhand nature, guys. Then we got immediacy into doing our workout thing, our training thing. You know, drinking a gallon of water because it's early in the morning. Why not? It's the first thing in the morning you should be on. You should wake up early in the morning and brush your teeth. And yes, we did some hygiene today. My shiny teeth and me, as you can see. Guys, you guys see why I wear the smile? The smile just shows that there's results coming in. There's amazement that continuously ceases to amaze me. It's just amazing. Guys, I'm stoked about this one. The cold call that changed everything. Could you believe that I've dealt with property owners who seemingly would watch any of these shows? I believe they do, and they probably are disturbed a bit by what I say. But hey, at least you guys are getting some free resources and knowledge while you guys are here, because I noticed you guys are watching these shows, and I'm grateful that you guys are here, and I appreciate that you guys are here. Every client that I am able to solve their challenge in exchange for ownership or control of their property and uplift the burdens off of their shoulders. And if they don't want to deal with the property, or if they do decide to keep their property and they want us to work with them while they're still in their property, we are here to solve that challenge. And we're going to get to the bottom of it in the means of exchange of compensation in the house. That's just how this works, guys. You get your burden solved, the resources solved, you get to upheaval your lifestyle. You get to either live at the traditional normalities of your life, or nothing changes about your life, or your life gets better after meeting me. So either one is always going to work for me. So in the mornings, these are the very first thoughts and processes that I go through in the mornings. And I think about the family, and of course I think about the gracious goodness of the universe and how it's always favorable because of the brave steps we're taking daily. We're taking financial risk on our financial literacy journey to assure that we are perfecting the means of being a better individual every single day. And of course, we're able to resort this information out to the grandeur of the world, sitting on the big stage, the grand stage of all of this, in front of all of you wonderful people that I am grateful to be. And goodness that you guys are always amazing me to show up on time to come and watch my shows. I think that's some freaking cool stuff. You guys come to see me so that you can solve your property challenge. Whether you are wanting to joint venture with us in a partnership, or you're just simply looking to take a property off your shoulders, whichever one those two solves your category or fits you in the category, we are magnificently saying yes, come and join us because we have the sauce. Not just the sauce, because you can't eat nothing on sauce. You know, we don't want to put you on a mushroom soup diet. We would preferably you be not on a ramen noodle diet, not on a pork and beans diet. Guys, I grew up on a lot of this stuff, just so we're aware here. Like, I'm not knocking the struggle. I'm stating, if you have struggled before, we can resonate with each other here. So I can get where you guys are coming from. You guys are wanting to close deals like yesterday, so I want to be able to provide you with the 8-ounce steak that you guys can eat on for a lifetime. It's one thing to teach a man to fish. It's also another thing to show a man how to fish. How about if you showed that man how to fish and earn a revenue from it? Ah, you see how that one works, guys? I am fascinated with showing you guys exactly what it takes to bring in revenue and also what it takes to show others and teach others and educate them on based off of what we know. And these resources can take on the next step for someone else. And it continuously becomes a repetition. So all learning is state dependent. So I enjoy these videos, doing these live in front of you guys, and I get to meet some great people such as Mr. J. Joe, who's down at the auctions, who's buying properties because he knows we're in the market, or he may not even know at the time, but he's out there dealing with boxes with tops on them, with individuals inside of them, and he needs to come in and make himself some good amount, some revenue for himself, and he wants to exchange his energy down at the auction block and buying up the properties in this particular area and seeking to gentrify it so that it's not a public nuisance. And he's assuring that this is something that I'm trying to think of the name of that. It's not an assignment. Pardon me. It's almost like a mix of a sneeze and a cough. And I just can't put my thoughts into it. However, when it comes to me, I know it'll slip off the top of my tongue. Yes, but we're dealing with properties that generally so will fall off the tax code list and wither in because they would rather take it to court, and when it goes through the court system, then they can decide whether or not if they should be given an opportunity to remedy the debts that are owed against the property, in which Mr. J. Joe is willing to buy up those properties too. So what do? We go down and we exchange our names, our information, our vital good stuff that they can get in contact with our marketing tactics that we show here on the I Am Urban Malachi-RESEAN show for you guys to go out and actually earn some extra income. And so you go to Mr. J. Joe, you say, hey, look, my name is Malachi. I'm looking to buy 3 to 5 properties on a gradual basis and continuously to grow. And I think this would be a great partnership for yourself and myself. And we both can win here. You can earn some income, save yourself time, energy, and efforts because you're putting a lot of energy into having to put down the $5,000 or 5%, whichever one the auctioneers are requiring you to put down. I get to take you out for some brunch in the mornings, get to learn about your family, your occupation, and what you do for recreational. What are your dreams, your desires in life? Solve those challenges and see if I can take you from where you are and to get you where you're going because of the resources I have, and I know what it takes to get that growth for your company. If you're at 9 construction companies or 9 construction buildings a month, why don't I just bring you that 10th one and take you to the next level, right? And then I'm going out and I'm doing the marketing tactics that are none other than on the I Am Urban Malachi-RESEAN show. And I'm going out there and I'm finding properties, and I come across a property at 123 Main Street, and that property is dilapidated and it needs some work to it to bring it up to 2024 speed. And it probably came from some property owner who may deceased, and it went through proceedings where there was no will. We know that as a probate. And then we went down to the local clerk's office and we found this property, and we noticed that there was a registered agent on the property. So we gave up the registered agent, Miss Sarah Sue, who was possibly an heir to the property, who was awarded executorship to the property. And now that they are the decision maker on the property, they are seeking to get this property off their shoulders for 10, 15, 30, or whatever dollars. But for my example here, I'm just going to use $50,000, super simple numbers. Oh man, so what do? We want to make a nice earnest revenue here. So what do? We know Mr. J. Joe's buying properties. We know Miss Sarah Sue needs to sell a property. So we want to make what's worth our time in this deal. And Mr. J. Joe's buying properties for $250,000 and buying them at 4 beds, 2 baths, and he bid it on a property and he won that property because he's the winner dinner. We want to make sure the honey's in, bunny. So what we hop on over there and we assure that he can actually get the property at a really deeply discounted rate where he's not paying $250,000 of the property, but he's paying a good, nice price. Let's say that the property that we're dealing with at best let's say it needs about $75 to $100,000 worth of work to it. I'm just gonna round the numbers. $100,000 for the deal, all right? So all things considered, $50,000 for Miss Sarah Sue, but $100,000 has to be put in work. So we're probably somewhere about $150,000 all in on this property. But we want to make at least $25,000 on the deal. That's super simple. It's worth our time. We had to go out and find the property. We had to go out and send the marketing tactics. We had overhead to pay for. So our debts are truly worth the timing and the salt and the weight in gold of the resources we're providing. So what do? We place Miss Sarah Sue in the seller's agreement, and we place her in there for, let's say, $50,000, and we do our signable agreement over to Mr. J. Joe for $25,000 on top of the $50,000. So we're assigning our equitable interest. This is common law country, guys. We have the rights of equity interest in this property, and we're assigning them over to the end buyer. So Mr. J. Joe's buying this property for $75,000. And then he's going to then put the $100,000 worth of work into it after, of course, it all closes at the escrow settlement table. And, of course, you just made off with $25,000. I know you guys could use the extra $25,000 in your pocket. Come on, guys. Who doesn't like surplus? I love surplus. Surplus of great value is amazing for me. I can only do explicit. I like explicit knowledge. You guys like explicit knowledge? I'm the explicit, basically the middleman. He is absolutely right. I am looking, what's going on, Q? I'm looking forward to be able to find means to syndicate the deals at the very lowest barrier to entry. That's all I'm looking to do. I don't want to overcomplicate this at all. All I want to do is place Miss Sarah Sue in an agreement. Hey, you want to sell your home? Hey, my name is Malachi-RESEAN. I'm buying 3 to 5 properties in the area. You're speaking to Mr. J. Joe. Mr. J. Joe says, I like this guy. Or you're speaking to a realtor. I like this guy. Or you're talking to or someone in your family. I like this guy. If your family doesn't like you, that's kind of strange. Like, you're out here buying, solving all these challenges. Family doesn't like you. Oh, well, so what? Get a new family. Buy a new one. So you are putting yourself in a position to now be of a resource. So you're telling Miss Sarah, so hey, look, I'm really interested in buying your property, and the best, I'm willing to close on this property now. And you guys are giving her the disclosures. The disclosures are, and they matter. And I'm telling you all this straightforward, because if you're not giving them the disclosures, you are not getting any more resources from me. But no, it is a free 99. But give them the resources. Be real with these people. Let them know. Say, hey, look, I may not be the individual who buys this property. I'm interested. I would like to buy it. I'm placed in a position to buy it because if I need to, I can close, especially in a state like mine where I'm at. We have to do what's called double closing. So we have to have someone to bridge loan us the money for maybe about an hour. So if we have a closing at 10 o'clock, with the seller, we can't close until maybe about an hour or two or the day next. So we have to have 2 separate transactions, A to B, C to D transactions versus having A, B, C to D transactions, okay? So we have to make the extra step in initiatives and letting these disclosures be known anyways. So, but it's good practice in case you decide to do it in 50 other states, of course, because I want you guys, because we're going to defer to what your local attorneys are going to say, because they're in the markets out there. They know what the local laws are, the lands of laws out there. So we're going to defer to them, but they tell you, yeah, we can do A to B to C, A, B to C transactions. We do these like nobody's business, out the door, in and out, like clock or whatever. Like round the way, it's like hitting the spin on the block. Like we spin the block a few times on those. We know the area real well, so they know the laws. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna work with them as well because they can do all of our titling exchange, do all our title examinations. They do all the work. All you need to do is the super simple, and that is get in touch with the property owner. That's all you're doing is solving the challenge. What do they need? Can I be a service to you? You might need to have your nice little I don't know what they call those little things, a little plate with the little tops on it. You guys know what I'm talking about. A little plate, little top on a little dinner. Little dinner plate, boop, just like that. You might have to serve them up, serve them best, but you do it at a very classy level. And I'm not sure what your classy is. My class is pretty sumptuous. But my means of doing it is at a realistic where these individuals are. I look at these individuals in their faces or over the phone verbally, and I tell them, I say, hey, look, I may not be the individual who's buying your home, but I would like to. However, my partner may buy this home, and if they find any means that this just may be not their fitting or this may not fit their criteria, no worries, no stress, no hassle. I have a realtor who can list this property, and we may in a buyer's market right now because we are in a buyer's market. You guys hear all the arousal coming up. Oh, you can put $25,000 down, and then of course that'll be a great program for you guys. Or pardon me, let me reiterate that the 25,000. That's not funny. Oh, yeah, that's not funny. The $25,000 that's being granted to you, fronted to you, and you're ended up going to pay for after all the taxes, interest, and fees that they're going to rape out of you. Oh my gosh, grape. I remember that grape. The grape out of you, and because of the grape that's going on, I just recall remembrance. I'm on different social platforms. There's certain things you can't say. So we're going to abide by the guideline. Compliance wise, so we're going to comply with what the seller is seeking to do. So if they're willing to place the property on the market and it works for you, because then rather than you hustling bustling trying to find a buyer, which is super simple, and I'll show you guys how to do it. So it's not really hustle and bustle. It's just a streamlined process. You click a button and boop, emails go out. Boop, Craigslist lists go up. Boop, fastest book goes up on the marketplace. You send it, you recycle, you repeat. Buyers come in, interested individuals. You stack them up on the list. Words are going great for this evening. Anyways, so you put them all on the list. You're gonna crunch them in. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I do it. I put all of them on the list, and your name might even be on the list somewhere. How much you make or how much you earn. I mean, it's just the thing. You may earn a certain amount, and I might put you on there. And I'm just letting you guys be noticed. Now, hey, you might be on my buyers list in a certain city, state, and town. Just so you're aware. But anyway, we're not gonna talk about that either because that's like busy words. Anyhow, so yes, Miss Sarah Sue is willing to sell you the home. So anyhow, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get to the phone calls. Show you guys how we're gonna make $25,000 here. I give you all the disclaimers. This thing doesn't work unless you do. The very first thing, as you can see, this is a return mailer. So return mailer, this one comes in. Can't show you my address. You silly little creeps out there, you agents who are just sitting and watching me and just inspired by what I do. However, your life is just like meandering around. You have a poor existential of life. Oh, anyways, so I'm gonna pull off the second one because this is an undeliverable address. So one is a return mail, and the other one is a unable to return. The one on the bottom is most important because if it has an address on it, then you can take the address that's on there because it had to be delivered somewhere. And if it wasn't the address in which is on the postcard, now guys, you can write these out. You don't have to actually purchase these. You can put them in the mail for like less than 25, 60 cents. Where your mail is. I think stamps are like $20 to get you like a book or something like that. It's just like super simple. You go buy a book of them, you get like 20, 30 of them, something like that, whatever. But it's a fairly inexpensive way to send mailers, and it's a way to resonate with your sellers too, because they would rather see somebody's handwriting than something like this anyhow. But these are really great because they get to see what the property looks like in the real time of when the picture was taken and when the property. They're mostly updated by Google. So Google generally does it, I think, like every year or something like that. So the photos get updated. So if you do one this year, same property, same house, and it's still up for sale or still distressed for whatever reason, and you didn't call them and close on the deal. I don't know what lazy things you guys do out there. I just can't get down with the dormancy. It's weird. It's just hear the words down in dormancy. It's just really weird. Anyways, so with these particular ones, they update. So if they don't get in contact with their property within a year, and then they're tax delinquent, then you subsequently can go and show them like, hey, look, this property looked like this one year, and the property looked like this one year. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, I'm asking you. What are you gonna do about it? You guys sitting there watching my shows. I gotta put that cap on. You guys remember that show, that commercial? The guy, what was that? I see something else. All right. Very first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up, which is actually a local property. Complete irony. I just bought a property in this area today. So let's see. We're going to go to. Make it super simple. Street to the point. Shit. I don't cut corners. I hate cutting corners, guys. Like I would rather mop the ocean floor than cut a corner. That's just me. I would rather just do it fully. Fulfillment and contentment is my lifestyle, guys. If I'm not fulfilled by it, and it doesn't cause me to be content, I just won't do it. It just has to satisfy me in accordance. All right, so this one here, the reason why this satisfies me is because I'm using this video here, this live stream. So I gotta have it quick. I gotta have it on hand. I gotta give you something that's free 99, and you gotta be able to make a turnover on it within like less than 24 to 48 hours. Like that's just how quick I need you guys turning deals. I need you to go out there and say, yo, look, I'm gonna go get 1,000 properties on Deal Machine today. And by the end, you're not gonna wait a week because a lot of people wait a week, but I don't wait a week. I show you guys exactly what you need to do. I put you guys on game to show you how to get the leads. You know, even if you gotta break up for your friends real quick, tell them, hey, look, you put 250 properties in a day. You put 250 properties in a day. You put 250 in a day. I call about 100 of them in a day. You call another 100. You call 100. We done got 400 phone calls in a day, and then I cut it in half for you. I'll show y'all like we can do 50 in no time because I do like 3-4 of them on these little hour live streams. So I do my best to do 50 on here. I can't do 50 on here because it's just I gotta explain it and do it at the same time. What kind of man you working me for to be here? I don't believe in that peonage, guys. You know, cause me to put some work in here. Golly, all this work. Let me stop. That's giving me very demure. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't think I'm pronouncing that correct. I don't say it, so I wouldn't know. It's just not in my vocabulary. It's too demure. All right, there you go. Krista Patella. Man, I gave the whole man's name out. All right. Oh, we gotta. Whew. Felt one coming. Christopher. We got two tailors here. All right, I gotta put a property address in first, though. Yes, I'm using maps. Oh, word! This is on the water. It's not a beach house though, guys. So let's not get excited yet. It's not my beach house. It's close to the beach, but it's on the opposite side of the inlet, and I don't like that. I need to be on the. It has to be on the beach. I don't care Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, or Norfolk. I have to be on the beach. I need to be on. When you guys send me these properties, they have to be on the beach. And I don't mind. I'm telling you guys, it has to be big. It could be close to this size I'm in. 2,900 is not a really terrible size. It could be bigger. I do need some more space. I got 2 large pooches, so and a family. So I do want you guys to understand that those pooches like to run around, and they need a backyard too. So it's got to be gated. It has to be make sure it's like a wooden gate or something like that where I can let them in and out. Make sure when you guys sell me this home, especially you realtors, make sure when you sell me this home, it's a home that I actually want to be in. It's a home that's preferably by me. So just for those that mind, for wandering minds that matter. For the wandering minds that it mattered to. Okay, let's see. 7. Oh, I was on the correct house. Sweet. All right. I was thinking that one was just how it was typed was different because I've worked with a county whereas you had to type instead of it being like 7th Street, you had to actually spell out 7th. So for all my people who are in like Somerset County, if you guys didn't know, not Somerset, it's Somerset. No, it's not Somerset. It's Worcester. In Worcester County, you have to type because I think it's a certain difference in like. I'm just giving you dropping game here, guys. Ocean City and the other side of Worcester, I think it's like Pocomoke or something like that. And somewhere in that area, guys, you have to use the actual like. If it says 7th, you have to use 7th. If it says 7th, like down in Ocean City Inlet, you have to put 7. This is Snawsy. All right, so here we go. We got names, so we got to put both names down here. So we got 2 decision makers here. So we gotta make them love each other to take our call, and then we gotta make both of them love us. Well, they don't have to love us. They don't have to need us, but they have to want us. They have to want to work with us, though. That's for certain. So long as they want to work with us, that's what matters the most. So long as we get the cheddar, that's the almighty. I would rather credit. You could pay me in the Federal Reserve notes all you wish. I just prefer credit. That's all. I think credit just extends me a little bit better because I could go out and buy more gold. Like, it's just fair. So if you want to pay me in gold. You really want to pay me? Like, pay me in gold. Pay me my worth in gold. All right. So I have the property's address. I have the names. What else do we need, guys? You guys know we've been doing this for what, 36 odd days now, and this is episode number 42. This is day number 42. Oh my gracious goodness! Oh goodness, this is day 42, guys. Can you believe it? Day 42, episode number 47. Day number 42, episode number 47. Wow, shucks. And we have 90 days to go. We have 90 days. Over the next 90 days, guys, it is really heating up. It is heating up. Like pressure bust pipes. We creating diamonds out here. Where the channel is growing, the people are earning, and the revenue is just growing massively. Like I have everything to be grateful for. All right, we found one of the decision makers, and of course they're around my age, so there's not. Oh, there's numbers actually attain us to this one. Nice. All right, that's just true people search though, and we got an email. Whoop, whoop. Oh, we on a fire one this evening. Let me try to get this call in before the top of the hour. Man, I just got to get this one across the line. I know I'm doing this one out of order. I gotta get this call across the line. I need one across the line out of the state.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
All right.
Please check the number and dial again. Announcement for.
I did my best. So there isn't one. I did at least call one that was in this particular state. So that's what works. One moment, I got to jimmy my cords here so that they're not flying all over the place. There we go.
Your call cannot be.
Gosh darn it! Pick up the phone. Call the damn leads. Y'all know what I said in the middle of that. It bleeped out on me. Call the leads. Call the leads. It's all that matters. Call the leads.
Please leave your message for Richard Carroll.
Oh no, that's definitely not what we're looking for. I ain't who we're looking for. That is not who we are looking for. All right, Christopher Taylor. Ba-da-dum-dum-dum. Ba-da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Rockaway check. I guess I got my good back. Mama, they told me I can't take the dagger back. It ain't easy. All I need. I screwed those lyrics up, didn't I? No. It's called a freestyle. All I need. Do, do, do. Y'all know this song. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All I need is one more deal done, guys. 3 to 5 a month. I gotta get it done. We need 25 done in 6 months. Come on, guys. I will work for millions. We'll work for millions. I will perform at my peak. Knock it off. Knock it off. All right, we're gonna do 2 people search. Okay. Ooh. All right, is this who we're looking for? Gotta double check the numbers just to make sure that they are not the same. Messing with the same crew, same numbers. Dun. Same numbers. Y'all know that song? Calling the same numbers. Okay. This one's a little bit interesting. It's like, I'm not able to find the other individual that's in pertains to this property, but I'm able to find one. But the numbers I called for that one are all disconnected. And then I have a possible associate, but it does not give their full name. I'm still gonna give it an attempt. I just never know. It looks in similarities, but just always gonna just be sure. Just gotta be sure about these things.
Hi, you've reached Chris Taylor. I'm sorry I missed your call. Please leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks.
All right, now we just gotta get them on the phone. When you put the nail in the hammer, you can build yourself a house. See, I hang with good individuals who are able to take a paper clip, a rubber band, and a piece of bubble gum, and they can build me a strip mall. If you guys didn't know that, and you can't tell it by my forte and my etiquette, it's just you are lost in whatever metropolitan world, Pluto discretion world, whatever. Here, two things are certain: nepotism and charity are a sin. Having good friends will always be a friend. Will always be a fling. There we go. I love rhyming right now. All right, so we're gonna call them back one more again. Call them one more again. Call them one more again.
Hello?
All right, man. Speak to Christopher Taylor.
May I ask who's calling?
Sure. My name is Malachi with Evermere Express Homes. How you doing this evening?
Hey, it's 9 p.m. at night, Malachi. Why are you calling me now?
Oh my! Is it this too late? Too late in the evening for you?
Yeah, where are you at?
Oh well, I'm in the Virginians.
The Virginians?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 9 o'clock's a little bit late to be calling me.
How about we rendezvous this phone call tomorrow? That work for you?
Who are you with?
Evermere Express Homes. Is there going to be trouble?
It's not gonna be any trouble, but I don't really need to. I don't really need any of your guys' services. I don't think. I appreciate it though.
Oh, how do you know what services I'm providing?
Because it has homes in the last part of that visit.
Oh, okay. Been $1 million check. You tell me yes.
Nah, I probably want it.
All right, dude. Thank you kindly. No worries. Take care. All right. So once the hot chili peppers comes that hot, just keep it pushing, guys. Let it roll off your shoulders. So within the compliance, I do have to move a little. I didn't realize it. That was that the time. Holy shucks. Darn. Well, it's good to know it's 9 a.m. in the morning, and that's too late in the evening, or whatever that tongue twister goes. Anyhow, we're gonna move onward. So here's what we're gonna do. Because I do not want to dance in a pot of boiling water. What I'm going to do is super simple. We're just going to migrate and confer the state of Texians. Gosh darn, you just gotta get the ones that call and darn it. All right, fine. All rights are reserved. Without prejudice, these videos are created. As these are all for educational purposes. These just props, see? Still gonna save that number because I did at least get some money. Still gonna save that number. I gotta know technically, but a no today is not a no forever. Still gonna call back at a later date or a later time or a better time. I need that cell. I'm getting that cell. Someone's gonna sell me a home on these live. I'm going to get someone to sell me a home, and we're going to do it through the ethical, moral, and all rights reserved. We're going to do it in aesthetics. All right, so I gotta add that to my calendar. You guys know, you know the drill by now. And I'm gonna send him a nice little text too, because he was pretty cool about it. All right, on to the next one, shall we? Hey! All right, so we found a property. Setting up my calendar for the follow-up on this one. Needing to find the property owner's name. Got to place in here the actual date of the foreclosure sale. So I have it, subject line, properties information, set my timing for the auction date. And then I need the trustee sale information. All right, I can save that information for now. And then what I'll do is, oh shucks, I didn't save it. There we go. All right, and now what I'm gonna do is populate that back up, duplicate it, drop in your property inquiry because we're gonna call them now. And we are going to reach out to them. Oh, there we go. Cool. I guess it is just about 2 weeks out, isn't it? Ooh, that's ignorant. All right. Why is it gotta be so darn close? Oh, you guys know I like to call when it's like at least 2 weeks out. Give me enough time, but it's literally like 2 weeks on the dot. Like, can't get any more gracious than that, can you? If you solve the challenge in a day, you don't have to worry about the next 13 other days. It's just how it works. I'm always stoked if I get timing. If I can get 24 hours since Apple foreclosure, I'm gonna do everything in my power to get it done for certain. I've done it before. I'll do it again. They call me up. They call me up, and I say, "You hit the wire first before you call me?" No. Oh, you did? Oh, did you hit the right account? Hold on real quick. All right, your foreclosure been stopped. And then we solved their property challenge. I know this is dramatics. You have to use dramatics in here. That should be that's just, of all the cover art photos that the YouTubes and fastest book chooses to use. They use the most ridiculous ones, and my energy is always spiked. Like they can never put me in a mellow mood. That's the weirdest, strangest, darnest thing that they can ever do. Is attempt to place a mellow mooded moment in any of my cover photos. It's ridiculous. It's outlandish. It's absurd. It's bizarre. I think it's most impenetrable and discriminatory against any of my deprivation of rights that I just have. But I fight for mine. Mine are inalienable, so I don't need to discover or talk about my rights. I talk about solving the challenge of other individuals enforcing their rights. They follow behind me. So they're expecting to see me at my peak performance, like some Johnny Cochran, and be at the best level. I don't have to do it at an attorney's level. I don't have to be in a lawyer, level. You just have to have good common sense, good judgment, and the ability to make massive action. If you got those three there, you are solid. You're gold. That's why I get to tell you guys, I am the most electrifying man on YouTube. Fastest book, Twitch, Rumble, you name it. I'm there. Energy, high frequency energy. I don't want to be around no low lane energy, no broken language speaking barrier. I don't get it. I don't want to be around it. It's lazy, it's dormant. I don't want to be around it. Like the individuals that I seek to be around, they are getting things proactively done. They're actually calling the individuals and solving challenges every single day. They're getting things done. They have the dough in their bank account to show it. They have the friends they're surrounded by to show it and prove it. They don't have to prove anything to you brokies, lames, or any of the above. We just simply show it. We live it every single day. It's a lifestyle. It's something you guys can adequate with. And I know I'm building my organic group first. I'm doing my best to build the organic group because you guys are honing into what I'm producing. So I want to give it straightforward so you guys aren't trying to find some other Malachi other than the better version of himself than it is today, tomorrow. And then after tomorrow, you're going to find another better Malachi. And then just continuously gets better over time. It's like wine without all the feminist basis and adroitness behind that. Not to say that misogyny is approbated. But it is a marketing tactic. Oh, to some dismay, I'd probably enjoy an intellectual conversation right about now. But let's call more property owners and solve their challenge. Let's explain to them you are the creditor, they are the debtor. They're debiting from you. You are the creditor. Credit your name. You can get exactly what you need. Live the lifestyle that you shall have worked for had you were not under any usurpation or without any servitude. Gallon of water a day keeps the glory in my eyes. All right, I have yet to find this property owner's name. What is going on? What's going on? All right, I'm gonna use Parcel for this one. I was gonna jump on the extra county assessor site, but I'm not doing any until this here is at the peak leveling of where I have it respectfully in my mind, where I can do all the digital sugar honey iced tea that I should be able to with all these freaking devices that I have before me at their best peak ability of their best usage, because I know that they have abilities far beyond what I'm using them at, and the capabilities are limited because of the telecommunications disruption we're currently facing. So we're gonna figure that bottleneck out. While this takes place, we're just gonna do what we are able to do. There's just no excuses left on the table. Simply put, there are zero excuses. None. Mufaya, there are none. I want to play with fire. Like an airbender. Air, water. Who's that, Avatar? He is a god. That's what the people should be saying. He is a god. Don't know anything else. If it's not God, I don't know anything else to call him by. I don't care about the rich Europeans that the algorithms wants to show me. They're perpetrating a fraud. To set the record straight, my company owns real estate. Or whatever Yo Gotti said. All right, so I'm gonna do my best to get this one across the board for you guys. I think I got it going on here. In fact, I know Train Eller Energy. Y'all send some of that Train Eller Energy. Come on, make sure y'all share this with y'all family, your friends, your co-workers, your acquaintances, the haters that be hating on you. Let them know, hey, look, we trying to take this to the next level. If you're not trying to get on that real estate tip, man, I don't even want to hear what you got to say no more. They talk about real estate over here. You talking about blah, 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 blah. I want to talk about real estate. I want to talk about solving people challenge. I want to talk about being our problem-solving naturals. I want to talk about reading books. I want to talk about the best book that I can read. Did I tell you guys about this book right here? One of my favorites. Oh, I gave this. Oh, no, I told a friend about this one. Uh-oh. Oh, darn it. I told a friend about this one. I wasn't supposed to tell you guys that one. Uh-oh. Hey, Big T, my bad, B. My guy. My apologies if you watch this one. I didn't mean to give that one out. Gosh, darn it. I got another one for you. I'm gonna send it to you after this live. As I feel like I just gave out a really good book, and I want to make sure that I give a book out that is good to you, but it's specific and it's significant. Darn, and that was like one of my top books too. I'm a little upset about that one. I'm touched by that. I can't say I'm upset, but I'm definitely touched by that. Yeah, I'm definitely not showing any of the other ones. And everything else in my arsenal is just not coming ever on the live. Ever. Ever again. Ever again. You guys are gonna get books I get from like the library or secondhand that I don't really they're gonna be helpful books. Don't not get it misconstrued. I will provide you with best value books. But I just have my closer inner lockings with individuals that only get certain books. Like they only get I hand them a book, and it's a book that I know is prescribed for their lifestyle because I was in that circumstance, and I want them to be solved their challenge, and in solvency, they can actually hone in their craft. So, if I ever give you a book and you don't give me my book back, I want you to go chew some charcoal and smuggle yourself in the ocean because I truly, genuinely enjoyed that book. Gosh darn it! I am not able to find this number particular, but I'm gonna just call this one because time is lapsing.
The service you're attempting to use.
All right, no point. No good.
Hello?
Hello, may I speak to Mr. Joey Barbosa?
Wrong number, brother.
All righty, thank you, Connie. Hey, would you happen to know anybody that needs to sell a home for any reason under the sun?
No, brother.
Hey, can I send you my number in case you do find somebody or come across somebody that needs to?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Take care. Yeah, I told him what I told him. And maybe if you call some people, you'd be telling them the same thing too. Where the flipping freak is my? Oh well, we can certainly make do with what we have. Wolf spider. Gotta love him. Y'all hang tight. Let me let this joke out the windows. Okay, we're back. So we are calling this particular property owner who is in free foreclosure, and we are solving this challenge. We're dealing with a box that has tops with individuals inside it who are delinquent or are defaulted on their mortgage for whatever reasoning under the sun, and we have resources that can solve their challenge. But first, I need to send this text. This is the text to the particular individual who said that this was at an inconvenience. My. Well, he definitely didn't say it was inconvenient. He just said that it was a time that wasn't best fitting for him. But now that we know that we won't call around that time, we'll just call a little bit earlier in that time. See how that works, guys? But we won't have it sent off till tomorrow morning. So it's always good to have these things preparatory. Okay. All right, that's taken care of. It's always good to get the things done that means the best for you. All right, on to the next call. And let's see what's on.
Please leave your message for. Please leave your message for 91.
Pick up the phone. You gotta do something. Can't hide from the truth.
Please leave your message for 915.
Embrace it. All right, I think I just called 3 times anyhow. I like how that caller ID wasn't in my state earlier, and I got questioned of what state I was in. It's kind of interesting.
Please leave your message for 915-202-6635.
Good evening. My name is Malachi-RESEAN. I'm calling to speak with Mr. Joel Barbosa, calling concerns of the property that's located on 11993 Greenville Drive. Calling to stop the foreclosure. We have options that can stop the foreclosure review that are set for September the 3rd, 2024 at 10 a.m. If you would like to keep the home, live in the home, we can accommodate you in manner and speak on those options. And or if you want to take the property off your shoulders, we can discuss that option as well. It is truly up to you. Best contact number for me to discuss these options are 202-878-3736. Once again, that number is 202-878-3736. It'd be greatly appreciated. Hope to hear from you in due time. Take care. Bye. All right. I did like that one because it was like, oh, the little internet could.
Por favor, deje su mensaje para
Mi no habla español. Poquito.
Por favor, deje su mensaje para
Alright, he definitely didn't say his name, and it definitely is a woman's name. Of course, you guys are gonna say I'm gender biased, but of course, my pronouns are pay and me. So, find your way to make that do. I accept all forms of payment: gold, precious metals, ammunition, credit. What else do I accept? Certain cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, and all other forms of real estate, land, and massive producing. It has to be revenue producing income or mass revenue producing. Okay, mass producing revenue. I have to have an NOI of a certain yield of profit, and of course, it has to compound year over year. It's the only real estate form of payment I'm willing to accept. I will accept your land at the very best pricing of 30 cents on the dollar. In fact, all of the real estate that I buy has to be less than 20 cents on the dollar, 30 cents on the dollar. That's just reality. If you want to pay me in the form of white payments, you can make the check out to Irvin Malachi-RESEAN or buy Irvin Malachi-RESEAN for Malachi-RESEAN Irvin. Holla! All right, guys, that's all I have for you guys this evening. Send out you guys' phone calls. Make sure you guys send out the mailers, and also assure that you guys get in contact. Call the leads. Call the leads. Make sure you guys are out there calling the leads. Closing deals. Closing deals. Always be closing. ABC. That's all I want to hear from you guys. Always be closing. Tell me about your closing. Tell me about your wins, your losses. You're always going to get through. You're already past your bad days. Every bad day that you've had is beyond you. Now look to your good days because that's where you're going to grow into. Take care, guys. Carpe diem. Ciao.